Y'all make some noise for Troy Porter in the building. I'm Jay Porter, and I fight for truth, justice, and the right to wear spandex. Merry Christmas, Sacramento! Hey, any of you ladies got a birthday or here tonight with a bachelorette party? That's funny, because agency, they got a call this morning. And they couldn't afford the cowboy, and they couldn't afford the gladiator. They sent me hunky old Santa Claus. You know, it's that time of year, one of my favorite TV commercials on. It's on again. You know the one. It's Christmas morning, and there's this perfect couple. I mean, these people, they look like Barbie and Ken. They're like people who'll be over your local homeowners association. These people are secret satanic vegans on the weekend out sacrificing eggplants in their backyard. And they go outside and they're matching sweaters. And out in their yard, there's a brand new $50,000 red pickup truck. Right next to it, a red brand new $50,000 van. There's Christmas bows on them. And then you hear, it's the Toyota December to remember. But you never hear, you never see when that first car payment shows up in January and the father opens the bill and he goes, honey, you need to get on Craigslist now. We need to sell the Labradoodle. We need to sell the Labradoodle today and tell the kids they're going to be living in the van. Living in that van. So me and my wife, she was sick tonight. Been married for 42 years. And people ask me all the time how we do it. And I give the most logical answer possible. You've not seen me naked. You didn't have to laugh. But over that period of time, we have developed a higher level of communication. I want to tell you just about something that happened just the other day. So I get up in the morning, we got one of those electric tea kettle water warmers. So I'm heating the water for the tea. I'm in the kitchen. I got my phone out. I'm starting to do my Tai Chi workout.
What?
Yeah. I'm a man of surprises. Anyway, then I hear this rapping in the wall. And it sounds intelligent. And I'm freaking out for a second. I hear some of them old church saints when I was growing up. Oh, look at you. You've been doing that Asia yogiism. You done summoned a demon. And so the rapping continues, and then it stopped. About the time the water had stopped boiling, I was going, okay, well, that water boiling, that must have been wrapping the canisters behind it. Everything's okay. Till about 2 minutes later, and my wife walks in the kitchen. Turns out she'd been rapping on the wall, SOS, SOS. She's trying to inform me she was out of toilet paper. Like I say, higher level of communication. So a little bit about me. I traveled all over the United States for 40 years, and I worked in animal management. That's called construction. Lived a lot of places. So I'll tell you just a short abridged part of my life story. So I was originally raised in West Virginia. Don't hold that against me. And my biggest claim to fame when I was a young man, that I was the West Virginia Tech dancing golden bear. And that meant once a week I got to put on a bear suit, have some fun, maybe do some drugs. Anyway. And so, now there's these groups of people that are called furries that get together they wear animal costumes. So if they came to me back then and said, you wear a bear suit. Would you like to get together with us on the weekend and party and wear animal costumes? And I just said, you know, that's totally weird. That's just weird. But yeah, count me in. So when I got out of college, I traveled out west, went to rural freaking New Mexico. Dusty, dirty, hardly any single women. You'd go out on a Saturday night and the cowboys and Indians, they'd fight over who got to dance with an armadillo. And seeing how we got a midget theme, I'm going to tell you this joke. It's falling flat, everything else. And so, true story, I'm at work in the morning. I'm a 22-year-old young man. We're there, we're having a cup of coffee before work. And my first project manager, man, it would shake me. He sits there and he goes, Joey, have you ever had sex with a midget? It fell dead here too. And even though I'd had fond memories of the Munchkins, I had never considered doing the down and dirty with the Oompa Loompas. But it was there I was exposed to my first cult, the cult of Amway. If y'all don't know what Amway is, it's a pyramid scheme where you try to operate a Costco out of your garage. And these people, they swallow the red pill. They drink the Kool-Aid. It's like religion. I have found the true way. I have found the Amway. And I am stuck at lunch. It is raining cats and dogs. These people are listening to a freaking cassette tape. And I can remember the guy to this day. Do you like to eat breakfast? Do you like to eat ham and eggs and bacon? Don't you just want to kill yourself having to listen to this tape? So traveling west, I left there, I traveled west. I traveled over the deserts. I traveled over the mountains. It was green. There were palm trees. It was paradise. It was Bakersfield. It was there I witnessed one of the most interesting methods of restaurant management. I was eating at breakfast at the Buck Owens Resort Center. And I got my toast. No butter. And most people don't like their bread or their women dry and crusty. And this woman is walking around distributing butter pats. And I'm just thinking of the conversation she had with her boss. Now, Earlene, people here have just been piling up on these butter pats. I'm going to put you in charge of butter management and distribution. Now, I can't give you any money now, but just think how this is going to look on your resume in a few years. And while you're at it, talk to your sister, Eileen. She needs to speed up on her butter churning. So one place I lived was the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I'm going to close with this. 90 miles north of Green Bay, Wisconsin. And there is where I witnessed some of the sickest activities I've ever seen in the United States. Young couples traveling south to Green Bay to have their honeymoon. Now, one time my wife and I, we went down to Green Bay. We stayed at the Best Western right across from Lambeau Field where the Packers play. And they asked us, do you want the honeymoon suite? And that got me to thinking, just what is a Green Bay honeymoon like? So I can just imagine the mother talking to the daughter a couple of nights before the wedding. She goes, honey, I want you to wear this Aaron Rodgers jersey. You see, when I got married, I wore the Brett Favre jersey, and your daddy really liked it. And your granny, well, she wore the Bart Starr jersey. And your grandpa really liked it, started the family tradition. And I want you to take this little white dish towel here and use it as a center towel. And I just want you to reach around and whisper in your husband's ear, honey, push it in the end zone. Thank you, I'm Jay Porter.
Hey, once again, y'all, make some noise for Joey Porter in the building doing this thing, man. Hey, we appreciate it.